Welcome, everybody. This is the first time I do this solo, and it's definitely not going to be a long-form conversation, but I would like to stay somewhat engaged and interact with everyone. So first off, thank you, everybody, for all of the support from the first and only episode so far of the Ryan O'Neill podcast. It is so appreciated, feeling the love, all those shares and everything. I did have another podcast be cut short due to some technical issues through a reschedule, kind of fell through as well because of lockdown. Now, one thing I didn't want to do, and I might end up trying to do because of these extended lockdowns and just because of the nature of the current climate, is some video conferencing interviews, chats, and whatnot. Obviously, there are limitations. It's not going to be exactly the same, but I have to think that it may be better than nothing. So if the only way I'm going to be able to have some long-form chats and interact with some fantastic people in this community, like I've been wanting to and planning to, we might have to go a little more virtual than intended. Feel free, as always, I am open to comments and feedback on how everybody would feel about listening to a podcast done through Skype. Obviously, some limitations with the guests. There's a little bit more talking over one another, things like that, because of latency and such. Also, not everybody's home studio is the same, so quality and then the tech side of things comes into play. And then the engineer in me just loses control, and that's a whole other story. So that being said, I wanted to say hello to everybody. Thank you again for the support and the shares for that first episode. Thanks, Rod, again. Fantastic. We do have some good guests lined up. Going to have a little bit of everything, not just musicians. We do have some different guests lined up. We were planning on getting some in the studio after this lockdown. The lockdown being pushed to at least February 11th is kind of making me feel I might want to try some of these virtual. So if you like this podcast or if you like the concept, feel free to give it a share, pass it along. If you have any ideas, feel free to send me a message, comment. You can reach out to me, Ryan O'Neill, on Twitter. You can check me out on Facebook and also the Ryan O'Neill podcast on YouTube. If you have some recommendations for guests, if you yourself would like to be a guest, if you have any comments about virtual video conferencing chats as opposed to in person, I would love to hear your opinion. So this is just a short little blip from me. I'm not into these long monologues, at least not yet. So for now, just wanted to touch base with everybody and let you know I did not forget about this podcast. I did not forget about everybody who said how much they liked that first episode. I do have some more guests lined up, maybe some virtual to start in the next few weeks, and definitely moving back into some physical in-studio chats. Again, contact me directly. Reach out to me on Twitter, reach out to me on Facebook, check it out on YouTube, write some comments on there. Let me know if you would be down or would you listen to a podcast done via Skype? And who do you think in this community, in Cornwall, of course, would be a great guest? So I'm open to anything and everyone, all subjects, all manners. I'm thinking business owners. We'd like to have some scientists, some athletes. We'd like to have some historians, any type of researchers. If you do something interesting or you know somebody who is obsessed with something, those are the people I want to talk to. All right. On that note, take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye.